This is the story of Alesia Janay, a 24-year-old mother of two, who was married to the love of her life, 34-year-old Jimmy Woods. Alesia and Jimmy were the epitome of a happy family, with a beautiful wedding attended by friends and loved ones. To the outside world, Alesia and Jimmy's relationship appeared to be one filled with love and happiness, but sadly, this idyllic marriage would end in tragedy, with Jimmy shooting his wife in the head and burning down their home. What would cause a husband to take the life of the mother of his children, and how could he just throw his life away and destroy his family? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Marion, Alabama. Marion is a small town nestled in Perry County, Alabama, known for its rich history and tight-knit community. Alesia Janay, a resident of Marion, was a young woman with dreams and aspirations. She was known for her kindness and her infectious smile. She was in a relationship with Jimmy Woods, a 34-year-old welder. The two had been together for many years. They would eventually get married in a beautiful wedding ceremony with all of their loved ones in attendance. The two appeared to be very much in love with Jimmy, often expressing his love for his wife on social media. He made several posts expressing how happy he was to be married to his wife. He posted, "Man, I've got to take a second to just brag on my God. He allowed me to marry my wife in July, then October he allowed us to purchase our first home, then today he answered another one of our prayers on the last go-around. My God, I can't thank you enough. I've got my little man. Facebook family and friends, I'm the happiest man on earth right now, do you hear me? Thank you. My Father God changes things, facts." In another post he wrote, "Wow man, don't seem like it's been a year already that my wife and I have been one. I knew from way back when we first started rocking that we was gone forever rock. Life has its ups and downs, it's life, but I'm just glad I have someone that's cut from and just like me to figure it out. I love you sugar. Happy anniversary to us." Everything seemed to be going well for the couple. They had a beautiful family with a 5-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son.
Two of my babies in the boat with me. Oh, I'm gonna throw her ass out the boat. Get it, boo. Get it, boo.
I didn't know you were cool.
Alright, go.
Burn the colors on, kid. Ready, boo. Tell him go.
Twisted his ankle as he came down. There's a big man running full speed, jumping over people, so then he twist.
It appeared the two were happy in love, but behind closed doors, their lives were far from perfect. Their relationship was plagued with problems. They had a history of marital issues, and Alesia had been going back and forth between staying with relatives and at their home on Cornelia Street. Throughout the relationship, Jimmy was abusive towards Alesia. She had taken the brave step of filing police reports against her husband in the past, seeking protection from the abuse she endured. However, the reality of leaving an abusive relationship is often met with challenges. Despite the fear and trauma she experienced, Alesia found herself caught in a cycle of abuse, grappling with conflicting emotions and the daunting prospect of uprooting her life. As a result, she found herself alternating between seeking refuge with relatives and returning to the familiarity of her home with Jimmy. The decision to stay or leave is never easy, especially when children are involved, and Alesia likely wrestled with conflicting feelings of fear, love, and hope for change. One fateful day, the simmering tensions and unresolved conflicts within Alesia and Jimmy's marriage reached a boiling point, culminating in a horrifying act of violence that would forever alter the course of their lives. The tragic events unfolded on a fateful Sunday morning when firefighters were called to Wood's house on Cornelia Street around 1:30 a.m. The house was engulfed in flames, and Alesia Janay and Jimmy were nowhere to be found. Family members reported that the couple was missing, adding to the chaos and confusion of the situation. Hours later, around 2:45 p.m., the couple's Ford F-150 was discovered abandoned on Rutledge Road, on the other side of town. It was here that authorities made a horrifying discovery. Alesia Janay's lifeless body was found in the back of the truck. She had been shot in the head and wrapped in a plastic tarp, her body discarded like garbage. Following the discovery of Alesia Janay's body and the mounting evidence pointing to Jimmy Woods as the perpetrator, law enforcement wasted no time in taking action. The investigation quickly focused on Alesia's husband Jimmy as the prime suspect. Feeling the heat of the investigation, Jimmy surrendered to the police around 9 a.m. on that Monday, less than 48 hours after the tragic events unfolded.
From the West Alabama newsroom, a Marion man is behind bars accused of killing his estranged wife. Jimmy Woods is charged with murder and domestic violence. Firefighters responded to a fire at Woods' house 1:30 Sunday morning. Hours later, his estranged wife was found dead in a truck on another side of town. Authorities say Woods turned himself in this morning.
Upon his arrest, Jimmy Woods was charged with murder and corpse abuse.
New at 10 o'clock tonight out of Perry County, a 34-year-old man is behind bars charged with his wife's murder. Marion police say it all began Sunday with a domestic dispute. WSFA 12 News reporter Courtney Chandler has more on the investigation.
This is what's left of a house that burned down early Sunday morning that later led to a murder investigation in Marion. Marion police and fire authorities responded to a fire after 1 a.m. at a home on Cornelia Street. The man and his wife, who lived in the home, were not there, so a search began. Around 2:45 p.m., police found the man's truck on Rutnish Road with his wife's body in the back of it. The husband, 34-year-old Jimmy Woods, has since been arrested. Dallas County DA Michael Jackson says it's a case of domestic violence.
They've been having a lot of problems, marital problems, for quite a while.
Jackson says Wood's wife had filed police reports in the past for previous violence.
But she was back and forth, staying in the home or staying with relatives because of the problems they were having.
Woods faces murder and possibly capital murder charges.
The State Bureau of Investigation is working with the State Fire Marshal's Office and a U.S. task force on the investigation.
The severity of these charges reflected the heinous nature of the crime and the deliberate attempt to conceal Alesia Janay's body. In a preliminary court appearance before Perry County District Judge Robert Bryant, the prosecution argued for a high bond to reflect the seriousness of the charges and the potential flight risk posed by the defendant. District Attorney Michael Jackson pressed for a bond of $1 million, emphasizing the gravity of the crime and the need to ensure public safety. Judge Bryant ultimately ordered Jimmy Woods to be held on a $1 million bond, a decision intended to keep him in custody pending further legal proceedings. This substantial bond underscored the severity of the allegations against Woods and the court's determination to hold him accountable for his actions. The details of Alesia Janay's murder are chilling. According to court records, Woods allegedly shot her in the head at their home before wrapping her body in the tarp, secured with duct tape. The motive behind the brutal killing remains unclear, leaving many questions unanswered. As the news of Alesia Janay's death spread throughout Marion, the community was left reeling. Friends and family were left shocked and bewildered. How could such a seemingly happy couple end in such tragedy? The tragedy served as a grim reminder of the dangers of domestic violence and the devastating consequences it can have on families. In the wake of Alesia Janay's death, condolences poured in for her loved ones. The loss of such a young and vibrant life sent shockwaves through the community, prompting calls for action to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. Domestic violence is a pervasive issue that affects individuals and families across the country. It thrives in silence and secrecy, often escalating to deadly levels if left unchecked. Alesia Janay's story serves as a heartbreaking reminder of the urgent need to address domestic violence and provide support for those who are suffering. As the investigation into Alesia Janay's murder continues, the community of Marion mourns the loss of one of their own. But amid the grief, there is hope for change. By raising awareness, offering support, and standing up against domestic violence, Alesia Janay's friends hope to honor her memory and prevent this from happening to anyone else. What happened to Alesia Janay was a tragedy. She married her best friend and believed she would have her happy ever after. She didn't deserve for her life to be taken. She should be here to see her kids grow up. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.